Hello and happy Sunday, everybody. This is Lynn Williams of thewomanexec.com coming to you with the last segment of the How I Did It series. This is part 7. It's been a wonderful journey to share with you all, and I'm hoping that you enjoyed it and that you're getting some benefit from it. It was a work of love that I gifted to you to help you get going, get your dreams going, build a business, just get re-energized and re-enthused about life. Now, this segment is going to be very short. The last one was pretty long because I went through some basic steps of helping you get going and working on your dreams. In other words, I turned it over to you. This one is going to be one last step or exercise for you that you can take with you and use as needed. Today we're going to just quickly review all the things that we went over. First, we went over the inspiration, where to get your inspiration. I gave you an opportunity to hear from Dr. Paul Masters of the University of Metaphysics, one of his talks about starting new beginnings, getting off your duff and getting energized and starting out on this new journey. It wasn't for the purpose of having you change your faith or embrace a new belief system. Metaphysics is a philosophy. It's not a religion. It's a lifestyle. It's something that embraces all facets in all areas of your life and is easily compatible with whatever faith you practice. But my purpose and intention was to get you connected with your spiritual self, to recognize that in order to heal your heart and get going again, the main thing is that you need to have some spiritual affiliation, groundedness, or connection so that you can get into the spiritual side of you, which is where your energy and your joy and your love lives. So whatever faith or what practice you have that does that for you, it's okay with me. I'm not here to change you or talk about religion or spirituality. I'm here to get you excited and get you going and get you healed and get you back on track. The second part we talked about was my story, talking about all the things that I went through and how hard it was to get going again. And the purpose of that segment was not to bring you down or tell you how dark it was, but to tell you that no matter what the situation, no matter how many trials or tribulations or how difficult your past has been, it's the past. That you can have a happy, joyful future if you are willing. You ask yourself 2 questions. Do I want to do this? Do I want to have a better life? And then the second question is, am I willing to have a better life? Because it's a choice. It's just a decision that you make to do something different. And since the target market for me are the baby boomers, my question to you is, what do you want the next decade, 2-3 decades to be for you? We're living longer. Medical technology is advancing, and every day there's some new announcement about what can help us live longer, live healthier. Even the insurance companies understand that we're going to be here longer than we thought. So what if you live another 20 years? What if you live another 30 years? Do you want to live it the way things are going now? Or do you want to take a chance that it can be better? Make a decision to make it better. That's what this series is all about deciding to live again instead of waiting to die, which some of you are doing. So then we talked about affirmations and reprogramming and re-energizing your dreams and moving forward with a positive attitude and a sense of anticipation, getting your emotions re-energized, getting your dream mechanism working again, learning to play and think and act like the kid you are inside. We always use that kid inside as the refuge for getting in trouble, but we sometimes don't think that we can use that same kid to get us out of trouble and get us going again. Now, one thing I want to leave with you, this bit of wisdom about that ego side, that child in you, to give you some perspective of what that's all about and how the child in us is valuable, but in some cases, in fact, in all cases, probably needs to be reprogrammed. I use the analogy of, we all have egos and we need our egos. It's how we present ourselves to the world. It's what we think of ourselves. It's our identity. And it plays a valuable part. But the ego is like a kid. We use our egos. We get angry. We get defensive. We, use our egos to create the body image that we want to project, how good we look, all kinds of things. The ego serves that purpose. And then we have our heart space, which is our intuition, our spiritual sides, our souls. And we use that to feel with. It's where our little warning systems come from of, don't do that, or you can do that, oh, what about this idea, that kind of thing. But the way we use our egos generally is that's what we focus on first. That's what we see. That's what we think we are. When we look in the mirror, we think that's who we are. But it isn't. And that ego self can be changed or broken down or damaged depending on what we think about ourselves, what people say about us, or whether or not we're injured or ill. The ego is like the little kid. You know how it is. Your little kids out there playing, they're into everything. They do whatever they want to. And when you tell them don't do something, they want to do it even more. And the ego is like that. It runs around doing all kinds of things, expressing their opinions, being reactionary and angry and defensive and all that. And then as soon as it gets in trouble, it runs and hides. Just like a kid. You know how when they're out playing baseball and somebody hits the ball through a window, what do? The kids scatter so fast, you blink your eyes, and where did everybody go? Well, the ego is like that. And as soon as we get in trouble, as soon as the kids get in trouble, they run for their parents, and the parents have to solve the problems. Well, the ego does the same thing to us. It runs out there, gets us in trouble with, mouthing off, doing things we shouldn't be doing, overextending ourselves and our abilities. And then as soon as it makes trouble, what do? We fall on our knees and ask God to help us, ask Spirit, whatever you call it, the universe, to help us. We get real spiritual if the stuff gets real deep. Well, that's the same analogy that I wanted to use. That's the analogy I wanted to use for this circumstance. You use your ego, but you need to keep it in check by the adult spiritual side that helps to control and warn and limit what you do and keep you in a sense of integrity. Your heart space, your soul, your intuition is that checks and balances system that needs to be in place if we're to be successful and be happy. Now, you can have success without it, but you generally can't have both unless you connect your head space, your identity, your ego, with the heart space, which is your intuition, your soul, and then have taking action with the physical body. That's the threefold creature that we are: mind, body, and spirit. Then last week, and another segment we talked about was the abundance check, which was right before Christmas. We talked about using the universal law of attraction to bring abundance and prosperity to us. And that was a magnificent time I thought, to do it because we were in the celebration of light season. It was the end of the year. It was very appropriate to start that process. Well, this is another new moon cycle starting tonight, and so this is another time to write the abundance check. Starting tonight at, I think it's 11:39 p.m. Pacific time and 2:39 a.m. Eastern time, 1:30, 12:30 for the Central and Mountain time zones. It's time to write the abundance check. You write it within the next 24 hours, which is the first 24 hours of the new moon, and you put it away and then you forget about it. And we do this every month on the new moon. So I'm going to provide this one, with this last segment of how I did it. I'm going to provide you with the schedule of how I did it. Now, if you want to know about the new moon cycle for the coming months for the remainder of 2012, you'll have to go to my fan page and like my fan page, because I will be announcing the abundance check every month on my fan page, and that is www.facebook.com/thewomanexec. That's www.facebook.com/thewomanexec. THEWOMANEXEC. I'll put it in the narrative so that you'll be able to click on it and find me. But if you want to continue finding out what's going on with the Woman Exec, if you'd like to be coached by me, I have a special going on till January 31st, where it's a big 30% discount in order for you to sign up for my coaching program. It's a 6-session program which happens over a period of 12 weeks, every other week, for 1-hour sessions, and they're all custom made so that they're designed for your specific needs. I invite you to participate with me. Let me hold your hand and walk you through the process and get you going, especially if you want to start a new business or set a new goal that where you're feeling stuck or afraid or just don't know quite what to do next. I'm here to help you. I'm holding the light at the end of the road. And I also talked about my book, which is a roadmap for you to start your business, a 12-step guide of what to do, how to manage your stress, how to get your mindset in the right place, and everything about your business plan, your computer equipment, anything that you need to know to help you get your business off the ground as quickly as possible. And that book is called How to Start a Business Without Losing Your Mind in 12 Easy Steps. It's available on Amazon.com in the Kindle store. All you have to do is go to Amazon.com, click on the menu for the Kindle store, and then do a search for How to Start a Business Without Losing Your Mind. If you don't put the Without Losing Your Mind in there, it'll bring it up, but you get a whole bunch of other books as well. So How to Start a Business Without Losing Your Mind in 12 Easy Steps is the book. It's $9.97, and it's downloadable to any e-reader, Kindle, iPad, iPod, your PC, your Mac, whatever. And if you don't have an e-reader, Amazon, which is, they're not going to miss a dollar bill. They have free apps that are e-readers available for you to use. And so you don't have to worry about it. You can read the book even if you don't have an e-reader. Then I talked about using energy healing modalities to help you clear those blockages and work with your body and your mind on a level that you usually don't get unless you go to a holistic healer of some sort. And that is using EFT and Reiki to clear those blockages. That's part of my coaching program that a lot of other coaches don't offer. I am a law of attraction coach, but there's a whole lot of other things going on under the surface that we need to work with as well to get you going faster. So last week I gave you an EFT procedure about setting up a big miraculous event to happen in your life. Something wonderful is going to happen. And I hope you've been using it and practicing it, because it definitely starts things going. Gets them going really fast. And on this last segment, I'm going to leave you with one more tapping exercise, which is all about breaking through the manifestation blocks. This is so that you can get your financial energy moving and get some of those blocks, if not breaking through them, at least getting them weakened so that you can move forward. And if we work together, we can move forward even faster. The reason I'm leaving you with this one is because if you practice this one on a daily basis, you will have success in ways that you've never imagined. It works wonderfully well. It's a little bit more intense because it's working on some of the programming that we have about money and our belief systems about our entitlement, our sense of whether we deserve it or not. And with this particular session, I'm going to also post the tapping map, which will give you a verbal description and a graphic of where the tapping points are, so that you can use it anytime you need to. You can also find that tapping map on my website, which is www.thewomanexec.com. HTTP or whatever, HTTP, but it's www.thewomanexec.com. You can go on my website, and on one of the pages there you'll find the link that will give you the tapping map, so that you can print it out or just look at it and use it with the affirmations I'm giving you. So with that in mind, I want to say quickly, thank you so much for joining me for the 7-part journey. It's been fun presenting to you. It's given me a sense of purpose, and also given me some more disciplinary motivations to be here for you on these 7 segments. I hope you enjoyed them. I hope you find value with them. I hope you'll continue to refer other people to them, because it's definitely a gift of love for anyone and everyone who wants to use it, or who can use any segment of it and help them move forward in their lives and towards abundance, prosperity, and joy. So with that, let's move into this last tapping segment, and it's called Breaking Through Financial Issues. So remember, let me refresh you real quick. When we do the tapping, it's like acupuncture without needles. And using these 2 fingers, we want to tap on the eyebrow point, which is here, the corner of the eye, under the nose, on top of the chin, and then right here, right about where your collarbone is, there's like a little U joint, but there's a little bone right there, and just a little bit, just about an inch or so beside it, is called the collarbone. Now you can also use your fist if you're not sure where it is. That covers enough of an area to where you get it, okay? And then we go under the arm, which is about where your bra strap is, about 4 inches under your underarm, and then right at the top of your head, right in the crown of your head. Now, there are some practitioners that don't use the underarm. They go directly from the collarbone to the top of your head, and it really doesn't matter as long as you get this point here at the corner of the eye, under the nose, the chin, the collarbone. You can go directly to the top of the head. It doesn't matter. So let's get started on this last EFT segment, and it's called Breaking Through Financial Issues. Oh, and the other point, I'm sorry, we start with the karate chop. This is where we set our intention, do our affirmation of positive actions to make sure that we energize and focus our energy on where we want to go. So starting with the karate chop, right here on the fat part of the hand, we say, take a deep breath and kind of relax yourself. And then we say, I forgive myself for creating all of this stuff with money. I forgive myself for creating all of this stuff with money. And you can repeat after me. I'll make the statement first and then you follow me. The next statement is, I forgive myself for not turning onto this earlier. I forgive myself for not turning onto this earlier. I forgive my parents, and even though it doesn't feel like it, I know they did the very best they know how. I forgive my parents, and even though I know it doesn't feel like it, I know they did the very best that they know how. I forgive money because it's always been there for me, even though I didn't see it, and I receive my prosperity now. I forgive money because it's always been there for me, even though I didn't see it, and I'm open to receive my prosperity now. Okay, now we're going to tap, and this is, I'm appreciative for the wealth that is available to me. I'm appreciative of the wealth that is available to me. Side of the eye. I am creating an abundance of money. I am creating an abundance of money. Under the eye. I'm having fun with my money. I'm having fun with my money. And say it with emotion so that you believe it. Under the nose. I'm having fun with my money. I'm having fun with my money. Under the chin. I'm doing great things with my money. I'm doing great things with my money. There in the collarbone. My patterns with money are shifting now, and I appreciate that. My patterns with money are shifting now, and I appreciate that. Under the arm. I am experiencing money as a spiritual resource. Now you can also do it this way if you want. I am experiencing money as a spiritual resource. Top of the head. I appreciate the abundant supply. I appreciate the abundant supply. Eyebrow point. I appreciate that my debts are all paid in full. I appreciate that my debts are all paid in full. Side of the eye. I appreciate what I've learned from this experience. I appreciate what I've learned from this experience. Under the eye. I'm having fun with all of this. I'm having fun with all of this. Under the nose. I'm aligned with my truth. I am aligned with my truth. The chin point. I'm an infinite being creating an abundant experience. I am an infinite being creating an abundance experience. Collarbone. I'm a wealthy person. I'm a wealthy person. Under the arm. I'm allowing others to create whatever they want with money. I'm allowing others to create whatever they want with money. Top of the head. And I don't feel guilty about having money as much as I want. And I don't feel guilty about having as much money as I want. Eyebrow point. I'm having fun with my creation. I'm having fun with my creation. Eyebrow. I'm so grateful to have all of this abundance. I'm so grateful to have all of this abundance. Side of the eye. I'm having fun with all of this money. I'm having fun with all of this money. Under the nose. And I know I deserve it. And I know I deserve it. On top of the chin. I can't wait to see how much money I'm going to have. I can't wait to see how much money I'm going to have. Collarbone. I will be so grateful when it comes. I will be so grateful when it comes. Under the arm. I'll finally have everything I want. I'll finally have everything I want. Top of the head. And I am so grateful to be so blessed. And I am so grateful to be so blessed. Now I want you to take in 3 deep breaths and exhale. In through the nose. Out through your mouth. In through your nose. And out through the mouth. And now just relax and breathe and just sit with the energy for a few minutes and just feel it. Feel the energy running through you. Relax into it. You know, it doesn't matter whether you believe it right now. If you do this activity 3 times and you just exhale and breathe each time afterwards, inhale through your nose as deeply as you can, raising your body and your chest cavity up, and then exhaling as deeply as you can push, even pushing your stomach in so that you push all the air out and let your chest and your shoulders go down. Then exhaling in again. What this does is it pushes, most of us don't breathe deeply enough, and it pushes all that stale air out of your lungs. And so then when you inhale deeply, you take it in completely and clear out all that that empty or unused space in your lungs. It's like airing out a room. And it's a good idea to start before you inhale the first time is to push down and exhale first and then inhale. So with that, I want to say thank you so much for joining me. I'm looking forward to hearing comments about the experiences you're having with these exercises and the abundance you're creating, and especially about the abundance check. So when you have something wonderful happen, please come back to my fan page. That's www.facebook.com/thewomanexec, and leave a note so everybody can see the kinds of improvements and wonderful things that are happening in your lives. I'm very excited for you. I can't wait to hear what you've got to say. Your testimony will help enliven someone else and inspire them to try it too. And through that little contribution, you can change other lives. So pay it forward. You know, we're in a time of abundance and prosperity, and we're looking forward to the miraculous events that are going to be taking place in 2012, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you. So thank you for listening. I look forward to sharing with you at some time later. Have a great, great life. Bye.